All right, what's up, family? Let's give y'all another good one here. It's going to be dealing with relationships. So therefore, we're going to title this one, You Can't Make Somebody Love You. Now, we know what we're talking about when we say that. Now, we all have been in relationships in our time of life. Sometimes they're good ones, sometimes they're bad ones. But sometimes, unfortunately, you break up. And sometimes it's really ugly when the breakup happens. But what is amazing that, like I said, the title of the video, you can't make nobody love you. I've seen so many times, let's say, especially when I was a teenager or young, just above being a teenager, right? Where a guy and girl in a relationship and the girl leaves him, dumps him, right? Breaks up with him. You know, back in the days, you get a phone call. Yeah, we over, we done. Don't call me no more. Don't ever come by my house. We done. He's like, what? Oh my gosh. What did I do? What did I do? Like the dude. Now the dude want to be like, she clearly done moved on. She ain't just saying it, but now she got a new boyfriend, right? And what did this guy do? He go buys her roses, go buy her candy, go buy her jewelry, doing all kind of other stuff. Even sometimes jokers will pop up at their parents' house. When the girl be like, look, don't be coming to my parents' house. Me and you broke up. Don't be coming here. And mom, dad, don't be treating him nice.
Yeah.
Right?
Not only their house, their job.
Their job. Some people.
They just going out. It's just their feelings.
Yeah.
They're going towards their feelings. And what's crazy is that a person that doesn't prep themselves, when it's their very first time falling in love, they just don't know how to control themselves. I think they need some type of not
guidance.
Ministry, but advice from someone who has gone through the same experience.
Now we're gonna go through a couple of stories that y'all can identify with, because sometimes a woman and man, they lose their minds because they exalt this girl, this guy so much. Now as always, that's gonna be your word of the day. Today gonna be exalt. What does exalt mean? It means to praise someone highly, to look up with high self-esteem for someone else. So, and that's what sometimes these people do. And I'm going to leave it from a man's point of view, because I've seen it. I've even been through it to some degree. You know, girl dumped me, and the next you know, I don't want to eat no more. I don't want to sleep. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I ain't interacting with my family members, this and that. Listen, let me tell you something. When a person's heart get broken, it does a lot to a person. When they truly think they in love, and the other person breaks their heart, man, it does something to them that is incredible, beyond biological. And what I mean by that, watch this. Just stay with me, folks. Stay with me. Watch this. Do you realize the average human body can go weeks without food? Yes, they go about three to 5 weeks without food, but they need water. Now, the average human body could go about 3 to 5 days without water. It's very important imperative that you get water. Right. So my point with mentioning that, if your body could go about 3 to 5 weeks without food and only about 3 to 5 days without water, after that, you know, you in a real serious problem. But when a person's hearts get broken, how many times have we seen family members and friends, their heart get broken, and they just become a hermit in their bedroom? They don't want to talk to the family no more. They don't want to communicate with friends and family. They even lose their job by staying in their room, don't want to socialize with nobody.
They also lose weight, though.
They lose weight. Their health is deteriorating. And you know what? Their parents are like, boy, you got to eat some food. You ain't ate no food in 2 days. I'm not hungry.
But see, that's the
I don't want to eat no
more. And you know what's kind of crazy with that? Is that everybody sees it.
But that person
don't see it.
They not eating, they're not sleeping, not drinking. So now we back to that thing what I told you biologically, because when that heart is broken, that heart coincides with that mind, and together, they not even thinking about their nutrition or eating. All they thinking about is how much they exalted this girl. So now they could care less about eating. Here it is, 2, 3 days, they ain't ate nothing. And in their mind, they not even hungry. But their body needs food and water, but they're so heartbroken, they not even thinking about food. But like she said, but their family and friends realize they're losing weight, they don't look healthy. Remember, it's like that movie. Remember that movie you used to love, with Christopher Reeve? Great movie. Yeah. Called Somewhere in Time.
Yeah.
He was able to travel back in time and find his true love. And he was so in love with her. But now remember, he was by the fireplace. And he was showing off to her and this and that. And he went into his pocket. He pulled out a penny from the current day.
Yes.
And when he looked at the penny, it made him travel back to his present time in the present. And he was heartbroken. And he did everything to try to get back to the past. I'm telling you, it's an incredible movie if y'all haven't seen it.
Yes.
He did everything because he exalted this woman so much. He did so much to the point, like we said, he didn't eat, he didn't drink, he didn't sleep. He just stared in his room and at the fireplace, everything just trying to get back. And he couldn't, to the point to where he eventually died.
See,
like that's crazy.
What we were saying, other people seeing, and that the outsider, his friends, and the people that was living in there that was helping him, the people that were cleaning and all that, they noticed that he wasn't even getting out of his room.
Not even coming out.
Not even coming out or eating.
So you see what I'm saying?
Food that he would not eat.
We know how this man. I remember a guy I knew. He was so heartbroken, man. We went over to this Joker house, and this Joker had on when his mom let us in. We went in his room. The room reeked and stunk. This dude had on a raggedy old sweater. And we was like, "Yo, Dad, man, you change your clothes." He said, "Nah, man. She bought me this sweater. I'm never taking it off. It's my favorite sweater." It was like, "Man, you gotta wash that, man." This dude was just so heartbroken. His mother was like, "Could y'all please do something? This boy ain't left that room. He ain't eating nothing. I'm worried. Come on, y'all got, please help him."
But you know what? Also, Bobby, an advice for all people, because it can happen to young cats, it could happen to older folks, it could happen.
You can't make somebody love you.
Love has no age. It has the feeling will always be in the same situation. But I'll tell you, with the young cats, the parents and the adults around them, prepare them, because we all know that once they grow up, they're going to finding their first love, so-called love, and there's a high chance it could be broken heart. So you have to prepare them, because sometimes those feelings can get very dangerous.
Now, she said that, it made me think of one of my childhood memories. Y'all know how I'm always talking about, I was always watching the cartoons. I still watch a bunch of cartoons. Do y'all remember that episode, Tom and Jerry? Remember, Tom fell in love with that cat, the white cat, right? And when he fell in love with her, man, he went to the bank, he signed all these papers, he sold his soul just to get money to buy her eeny-weeny little teensy-weeny little diamond. Right? And then he went and bought a raggedy car because he wanted to impress her to get married, right? And when he gave it to her, the other cat, the black cat, pulled up in a stretch limousine with a giant diamond ring. And it's like everything Tom did, see? The title of the video, you can't make somebody love you. He was doing everything to make her love him, and she just looked at his stuff like, and got in the car with the limo with the other guy like, he give me more than you. And Tom was brokenhearted. He wanted to kill himself. He was like, he went on a train track to kill himself, and Jerry had to save him. Like, Jerry did everything to get his attention. Like I said, my buddy, mom said, would y'all help him? He ain't eating, he ain't sleeping. Yo, Jerry was doing everything to get Tom to chase him. But he was so heartbroken. He didn't want to eat. He didn't want to sleep. He didn't want to chase Jerry. He was like, I can't believe it. I did everything for her. You know, that was a funny episode. Now, another part about that cartoon episode is the cartoons. As I always said, I remember Bobby Hemmett said this many years ago. They tell us the truth in movies and TV shows. Yes, and even in cartoons. You know what I'm saying? And that was a cartoon. It was showing us, but we just thought it was all funny. But look how it was putting reality right in our face. Tom was trying to, like, title the video, you can't make somebody love you.
Exactly. And the thing is that we still grown up, and we open our hearts. We open everything about ourselves to that person.
Uh-huh.
That person might not have the same feeling as you, but it is a shame. That's why you have to have a limit, a line where you're not making sure that you protect yourself. I always tell our girls, ever since they were little, it's always good to love someone, but to always protect your heart.
Protect your heart.
Protect your heart, because that is the main thing, that if anyone breaks your heart, it would mentally mess with you.
Remember, we did it, the son got on the mother fiercely because the mother kept disrespecting him. The old book right here we did called 6 Days in January. And the mother was like, did you treat women right? Did you do this? And he said, Ma, I did everything you told me. Man, I did everything. But every time I did everything right by a woman, it always came crashing down on me. I showed up with flowers. I showed up on time. I told her she was beautiful. I did everything right. But it always got me thrown in the doghouse. It always got me disrespected. And finally his mother listened. And she said what you just said. You know what, son? I am so sorry. I was so busy worrying about all the men that treated me bad. I was trying to turn you into the guy that I wish I really had, to be truthful. Yeah. She said, but I never taught you how to protect your heart. I just told you how to always treat women right. And I'm sorry, son. Check this book out, review we did. It's called 6 Days in January.
It's really good.
Yeah, good thing, because he went through hell. But y'all, I'm going to give you one more. Watch this. Remember, like I said, title of the video. You can't make somebody love you. Yeah, you could go buy all this stuff and do all these things for them, but they still gonna do what they want. You can't make them love you. Now, if somebody love you just because they love you out of their own kind heart, if somebody love you of their own, just because they love you, that's pure love. But you trying to buy their love? No, that's not real. Watch this. For all y'all that have seen it, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. For the few of you that have not seen it, David Chappelle did an episode like this, and it was called The 3 Daves. And what happened was amazing how he explained it. It was the same David, but just different time frames. So you had 20-year-old David, 30-year-old David, and then 40-year-old David. And they all went through the same thing, and that was their girlfriend broke up and left them. So now it explains how 20-year-old David handled things. Because, you know, as we get older, we get more mature. At least you're supposed to, right? So when 20-year-old David girl broke up with him, he did what a typical young cat would do. He stayed in the house. He didn't want to eat. He didn't want to drink. He didn't want to talk to nobody. He just kept being boo-hoo. I can't believe it. I really loved her. I'm going to kill myself. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. You know, it was funny. It was really funny. He thought the world was over. But like they tell you, man, it's plenty of fish in the sea, man. That was just one girl. That's 20-year-old Dave. See, he didn't know how to handle it. He thought life was over. Now, 30-year-old Dave, same exact scenario, his girlfriend dumped him. This is how 30-year-old Dave handled it. He's like, yo, man, I can't believe this. After all the stuff I did for her, after everything I bought her, all the gifts I did, man, I'm going to drive by her house, man. Man, I'm going to bust her car windows. Man, I'm telling you, man, if I see her on the street, I'm telling you, if I see her with another guy, I'm going to beat him up, man. You know, his friends tell him, like, yo, man, you going too ridiculous, man. There's other fish in the sea, man. Nah, man, y'all don't understand. I can't believe this. All the stuff I did for her. See, it was funny again. This is how 30-year-old Dave handled it. Now, here go 40-year-old Dave. Same scenario. Lady dumped him, broke up with him, got rid of him, right? 40-year-old Dave was like, wow, I can't believe this. I had a lot of time to put into this young lady, and she just broke up with me like that? Oh, well, time to hit the club. Yeah, see, now he get it. From life experience, he's like, nah, man, I'm not going to be going through all that. You know how much adventurous things I could be out here doing opposed to boo-hooing over some girl? Nah, forget over some guy even.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, like what they say, love is blind, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes we have stuff right in front of our faces and we just don't care because it's all about our feelings. And we trying to, and even there's people that saying, oh, I'm going to, even she or he, they're just the way they are, but I can change them. I can actually change them. So you can't change nobody. You
can't buy nobody love.
You cannot take their feelings and change them the way you want it to be. You have to realize life goes on. Yeah. Now they say, well, it's easier said than done, but you know what? It just takes a little build-up, a little bit of sacrifice. You can't put all your energy and timing into that person because your feelings, you as a person, you are so important. You have to care more about yourself because it's not a one-way street. It's a two-way street. Yeah, you have to protect your heart. You have to protect your life, your future. You can't let yourself being destroyed by someone that don't give a 2 or 3 hoops about you.
Now, what I was saying, now we can keep going on with this because we you know, we've been through it. We know people that have been through it and all kind of nonsense. But remember, like I said, title of the video, I want y'all to really stick it in your head, especially if you got a family member or a friend who's going through this. Hey, show them this video. Let them know, hey, man, you can't make somebody love you. So what I would say in closing, just think about all the people, even these rich people that you got this rich elderly man with this young girl. Come on, really? You think it's love? No, it's money. He's buying her love. She don't give 2 cents about him, right? You know what I'm saying? So if you gotta buy somebody love, then it's not genuine. It's not real.
How about
they will leave you in a heartbeat with somebody else that give them more.
Exactly. How about the ones that are lonely?
Ooh.
There are
now, see, you about to open up another can of worms.
There's the people that are so lonely. They just need somebody to be with.
Who sing that song? Y'all know that song? Somebody drop it in the comments. I just don't want to be lonely. I don't care what you say. I forgot how I go. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I just don't want. Now, you're right. I have seen lonely men with younger women that a lot of us guys, we would laugh, you know, because we was immature. We was like, man, that girl done been around the block. She like a doorknob. Everybody get a turn. And now she with some old guy. And we like, man, and that old guy like, man, I don't care what that girl been done before me. She treat me nice. You know why? Because he fall into that category of, I just don't want to be lonely. I don't mind what you say. I don't really remember the words. That's why I'm trying to mumble it.
No, but my thing is that even with that, it's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Because just because you want to be, you don't want to be alone. Yeah, you have to be careful because everything that you have built, everything that you got is yours. You can't allow someone to just take it away and take advantage of you.
So you know what? All right, now I'm gonna give you my end closing. What I would say in closing is a very simple thing that your grandfathers taught you, or your grandparents period. You know what that is? There's plenty of fish in the sea. There's plenty of fish in the sea. So if someone want to leave, let them leave. But don't spend all your time, your energy, and start deteriorating your health because you think life is over because they left. No, let them leave. Let them leave gracefully. And now let that be a lesson to you to say, you know, I'm gonna be even better. The next person I find, they gotta love me for me. I'm gonna learn to protect my heart. And if I find somebody that truly loves me, I'll give them all that I got. But I'm not giving somebody all that I got that don't appreciate me, just wanna take from me. Learn from that, folks. Learn. Listen to them advices that your parents told you, your grandparents told you. You know, there was a time when we was young and foolish, as they say, young and dumb, think we know everything. But our parents was giving us good advice all along. Though that good advice don't normally sink until we get a little bit older, about our 30, 35s and stuff. But when we ain't got 20s or 18s, we think we know everything. Take that advice that they was giving you back then. You go, man, that was some good advice.
Exactly. And on top of that, if a person gives 100, you expect that 100% back.
Reciprocate
Don't
back.
be trying to give 100% and that person gives you 50%, 20%. No, you want the same mutual feelings and actions the same.
Like my boy Teddy P say, not 70-30, not 60-40. I'm talking about 50-50 love.
Okay,
Teddy P. This joker didn't even know who Teddy P was. The first time she seen the Nutty Professor. Remember, he was like, Teddy P.
She was like, by that man.
Yeah, she was like, who Teddy P? I was like, what? You don't know who Teddy P is? You got what I want.
Yo, he wakes up with Teddy P and go to sleep with Teddy P.
That was funny when Eddie Murphy said that, right? He said back in the days, men sang with aggression, like Teddy P. You got what I want. All right, y'all. Peace.